752 with the real estate market still pretty shaky. A lot of people are talking about foreclosures. Is it a way to scoop up a potential investment? And if you're looking like you're facing foreclosure, what do you do? Well, the vice president of Prudential Premier Homes, Rob Giuffria, is here, and we're talking foreclosures. Good to see you again, Rob.
Hi, Logan. Great to see you.
All right, so why don't we talk about if you're interested in buying a foreclosure. First of all, is it a good idea? What do you do?
Sure. Foreclosures can be a great way to buy a home, but you're buying unknown risk, Logan. So think of it this way, is in a normal home when you buy it, the seller tells you what's wrong with the home, what's right with the home. In a foreclosure, you're buying things that you can't see. For example, an underground oil tank that might be buried in the backyard. You might be buying a home that had water damage with mold. So you're buying things that you can't see, so sometimes you can get a great deal, but other times it's going to be fraught with risk.
Let's say that there is some mold in the home and you're buying a regular home, it's not under foreclosure, and the buyer and the seller doesn't tell you about it, but then you find it later. Do you have some recourse?
I think you do. Good
Okay.
legal question, and you have legal counsel or attorneys involved in doing a real estate closing. If that were to happen, my first step would be to attempt to talk to the seller and find out, make sure there's no miscommunication. Second, speak with your attorney who helped you close the deal and let them take it and run with it.
Whereas if it's the same situation on a foreclosure, you're stuck.
Exactly.
It's as is
Exactly.
the key word.
Right. With foreclosure, you're buying things, again, you can see and can't see. So unless you're really comfortable with the unknown, so unless you're a builder, you're a contractor, an engineer, I'd probably stay away from foreclosures for the average residential consumer.
What kind of deals can you get if you decide to try this and buy a foreclosure?
Sure, you can get some great deals, Logan. Think I have a house in South Windsor that was recently done. Open market value, $400,000 or so, was done for $270,000. Okay. Fortunately for this buyer, it worked out. There weren't any unknown issues that they found later, but I've heard of other cases that can be pretty significant.
Well, what if you want to try this and you want to at least maybe look at some foreclosures? Where do you go for that?
I would say first step, Logan, is find a good real estate broker. That's first. Second would be find a good real estate attorney. Let them help you understand what's involved in buying a foreclosure. It's a pretty lengthy legal process that you have to deal with both the bank, real estate brokers, and of course the seller.
Are banks less likely to loan you money if you're buying a foreclosed property?
Yes, banks are much less likely because they don't know the condition of the property. And the property guarantees the loan. Right, so they're much less likely to give you money on something they don't know the condition of.
If you are facing foreclosure, what do you need to do if you're the homeowner?
Sure, the most important thing you need to do if you're facing foreclosure is find a real estate attorney who specializes in residential real estate and let them advise you to your rights and your obligations under your promissory note and things that you can do maybe to renegotiate the loan. And then finally, maybe it's best to sell the home before it goes into foreclosure.
Sure, get out of the situation before it happens to you. You're going to go over in a little while and begin this web chat on our website. So we've been asking people to send in some questions, and we're going to ask them again too. If you want to just ask a specific question about foreclosure, Rob's going to be here throughout the hour. So you just log on to chat with Rob Giuffria, and you can just go to ctnow.com and just type away and ask some questions. So we'll let you go over there. I'll check in with you kind of periodically throughout the next hour, and we'll try to get some questions answered.
Perfect.
Good to see you, Rob.
Good to see you. Thanks.
All right. Sarah, over to you.
Thanks, Logan.